Yo, what's up? Thank you all for tuning in wherever and whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday, or whatever day it is you're watching this. Guys, we're going to go ahead and cover some technical analysis. I'm going to pull up some news articles here on Decrypt. We're only going to have about 20 minutes here, so it's going to be a quick session, but I just want to kind of glance over some news, see if there's anything crazy with the Ethereum merge that just happened. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we can get started. Decrypt, pull some things up first really quick. And then we'll go ahead and dive right in here, guys. Like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of technical analysis as usual, pull up some news. Looks like the Ethereum merge successfully executes high anticipated merge event, ushering the proof of stake era. And guys, if you don't know what the difference between proof of work and proof of stake is, so proof of work is imagine we're all lined up for a race, right? So we're all lined up for this race. Everybody runs the race, but only one winner is selected, right? Now you could have some type of advantage over one person over the other, and everybody does the work, but only one person gets rewarded. Now, with the proof of stake, now one person is selected to run the race, and they are rewarded. So nobody's wasting energy, nobody's running the race and not getting rewarded. So there's a little bit difference between there. If you didn't know, now you do. Let me go ahead and share my screen so you can see it. So we have the Ethereum successfully executes high anticipated merge event. We got the Ethereum fork. It gets off to a rocky start. Let's see. We got a lot of Ethereum news, I'm assuming. Bored Ape Ethereum NFT owner is launching a real world yacht club. So notice how it's a Bored Ape Ethereum NFT owner is launching a real world yacht club. So it's not even actually Yuga Labs or the Bored Ape Club. You can see right here. Let me see if I open it up. I'm assuming it's a new community project that aims to serve up yacht rental opportunities for exclusivity for NFT owners. So that's pretty dope. Comes from the owner of the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT that is also CEO of a crypto company and a yacht owner himself. So this is a guy that just owns one of these. He also does some type of crypto company, and obviously he's a yacht owner. So that's pretty dope. But it's kind of cool because I know Bored Apes are one of those things that you can kind of use your ape to create things. I believe. I could be wrong on that, but it says Bitcoin is a tumor. This is Black Swan. Come on. Ethereum energy usage, carbon footprint down 99.99% after merge. So again, guys, all that energy was being used, but it was just pretty much people are running the race, right? All that energy is being used, but nobody's getting rewarded. So a lot of energy is being used, but only one person was getting rewarded for running the race, right? So seeing that down is obviously, I mean, to me, it's just, obvious. But Ethereum price crashed under 1,500 after a successful merge. I still think we're going to drop a little bit. I know I showed you guys the DeFi Llama liquidations. Maybe I didn't. If not, I'll pull it up and we can kind of go over it. But we got bankrupt Celsius under more secure. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I don't want to spend too much time here. I just want to see if there's any crazy news here with the merge. Literally everything was pretty much about it. South Korea authorities seek to void Terra co-founders Do Kwon's passport. I saw they were trying to arrest him. I don't know if they ever did. Oh yeah, arrest warrant. So let's see. Anything else? More Ethereum. Ethereum. NFT renting platform shuts down, citing close to zero transaction. Rentable. You're gonna rent out a JPEG. I don't know why you'd want to rent out an NFT, maybe to go to an event, I guess. All right, let's see any coins. Nothing crazy here. All right, Ethereum. Merge. Okay. DeFi, anything crazy? Nothing yet. Honestly, guys, there's two projects, Rocket Pool and the Optimism. I think those two are going to be really, really popular here once these now that this merge has happened. I think they're going to become really popular. One, because Rocket Pool allows you to stake if you don't have 32 Ethereum. So if you don't have 32 Ethereum, you can't be a validator, you won't be able to stake. But Rocket Pool allows you to do that, to put your Ethereum into a pool and you get rewarded, obviously depending on how much you actually put in. So a Rocket Pool is dope. Optimism is another dope project as well that I think is going to kind of thrive here. Not too much stuff in the gaming space recently. I haven't really seen. So we have actually, let me see this. Fortnite creator launches his first NFT game. Interesting. kind of want to check that out actually. I'll probably check it out after here, and if it's worth checking it out, I'll send it to the chat. But if not, we won't waste time on it. So let's go to Aave. Just click it really quick. Let's play this. Come on. We're struggling here, guys. I almost just said bless you to myself. Come on. There we go. Taking its time. All right. Let's go ahead and go to the total market cap. We'll check that out, see what's happening. Pretty much exactly what we expected. You know, we came up to the 50% 618 zone from this fib, right? Measured from here to here, came up, hit its normal zone, dropped. Honestly, guys, I think it's still going to drop because of this. Let me see. I don't know if I showed you guys this before. So over here at DeFiLlama.com, you can go to liquidations. Now, with margin trading and leverage trading, this is let me explain it to you like this. So when you're going to get liquidated, they turn your so like let's say I'm in a trade, right? I have $100, I'm over leveraging, I'm down like 90 bucks. What they're gonna do is they're gonna margin call me, be like, yo, bro, we're closing your trade because you don't have enough funds to cover any more losses. And they'll close me out, I'll lose 90 bucks, boom, right off the bat. Now that happens if you normally one over leverage. And two, you know, you're down a lot in the trade and you don't have like a stop loss or some type of thing in. So to see the liquidations here, this is for Ethereum. So if you come in here, liquidations, right? We click liquidations, you can change that to whatever coin you want. And then you can come here and click from distribution to positions, and you can actually see. So these are the margin calls, right? So if price hits here, these are getting liquidated. This guy's got 115,318 ETH, right? Which is $85 million worth of ETH. And you can see the prices in here, guys. Some of these are kind of up there. You see 1,000. I don't see a lot of these. I've seen them drop a little bit. You see, there's 10,000 ETH. That's $11 million, guys. I mean, there's a lot of money here. So if these get liquidated, right, that could potentially bring us boom, 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 and it could kind of like snowball effect down until we hit a tier where it's like, okay, it's not big enough to bring us to the next bottom. So pretty much what's going to happen is if we hit those levels, we can see I actually have them marked up. Let's see, I'm going to pull it in real quick. So we have I'm sorry, that's probably gross. We have here's that first big one, right? 741. We can even put 777. I mean, there's some bigger ones too. I mean, this sells $69 million. That's 770. You got 695. Right? I mean, some of these, the higher the price, I mean, the faster you could get liquidated, right? 802, 34 million. Where's 802, guys? Let's see, I'll put another line on here. There's the other one, right? So we got this little bottom here, and then here we go. So here's the liquidation prices, and you can see right here. So here's all the liquidation prices again, guys. 741. We pulled up that other one. What's going on, Kyle? And we just pulled up these liquidation prices, and you can see them right here. So I actually think we're gonna come down and break below here. So you can see if we measured from this bottom to this high, that normal 50% 618 retracement came here, perfectly hit. We had a retracement back up to here. Yeah, this backwards actually. Sure what I was measuring there. Let me do that again. There we go. So the 50% 618 zone, right? Still pretty much the same spot. Came back there. It's funny how it works both ways, but started from the bottom to the high. We measured right in the direction, started from here, from wick to wick, and then it came down to the 50% 618 zone, which is that normal zone. And then we actually came back up, tested again this little level here, and then you can see we got some downward motion here. So we came up, tested this, which is also probably the 50% 618 zone from, let me see right here. or the seven, my bad, 80, the 88.6. I'm assuming from that to that. You can see that's almost exactly that level right there. So you can see it came back up, hit the selling pressure. Right, so we're measuring from here to here, this bottom from wick to wick, and then you can see here's the 50% 618 zone. So it normally retraces back to here, right? We had some resistance, boom, broke through, retest, break above, and then actually broke above our last level support, right? The 78.6 and the 88.6 level. We broke above, came back down, and we kind of tested this level up here, right? Came back up, we didn't break above there, and then we came back down, and then we retested here, and we're getting some movement down. Now, again, guys, I think we're going to see some movement down. I feel like I just said movement down like 17 times in a row. But I think we're going to see us come back down to this level right here, this 78.6, 88.6 coming from this bottom to this high, right? Move it into the direction you want to see. So I think it's going to come back down potentially to this zone. And then, to be honest with you guys, it could potentially even break below here, right? The more times we test a level, the more the weaker it becomes. You can see even here we have this engulfing candle, and we're pretty much so drop, base, drop. Then we've got another base right here. So honestly, I think we're gonna break through here. Again, guys, because these liquidation levels and because again, I used to trade Forex before I ever traded crypto. So you always had to pay attention to things like this. And with Forex and stocks, you don't get to see liquidation prices. This is mostly like hidden information that the broker sees. You don't get to see stuff like this, but because crypto is extremely transparent, you're able to see things like this. So you can see these liquidation prices. Now, what normally happens is in order for a bank to buy, they must sell first. In order for a bank to sell, they must buy first. Now, why is that, Tyler? Well, they have to manipulate the market in order to capture the liquidity. And what do I mean by that? So I believe Ethereum actually is one of the perfect examples of that. So you can see right here, guys. So we come up, right? We come up here, hit the ceiling, break through, and everybody, right? We're, oh my God, breakthrough, retest, buy, 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 buy. Well, guess what? The bank wants to make money on a buy too. What do? They sell, get all these buyers taken out, right? So everybody's buying in, buying in, buying in, buying in. Guess what? There's stop loss, stop loss, stop loss right here. Guess what? They're buying in. Regular retail traders, right? People like you and me, we're buying in, buying in, buying in. Bank says, you know what? Or a big money player says, you know what? We're going to sell that puppy. Boom. They sell it. And guess what? They stop everybody out of their trades. So what happens? They buy it and they ride it back up. Same thing. People are like, oh my God, we lost money, lost money, lost money. So they're getting out of their trades. They're losing all their money, right? They're getting stopped out. What happens? The bank buys, it rides up. People are like, oh my God, we need to buy. The market's moving up, right? The emotional market. This is the psychology of the market cycle. I know I've showed you guys the PDF before, but we had the psychology of the market cycle, right? So boom, boom. People are like, oh my God, buy, buy, buy. What does the bank do? Sell. Boom. Stop them out. What do? Buy again. And it happens again. Everybody sees this, right? A double top. They see this double top right here. What are they doing? They're selling, selling, selling because most people learn, right? You see this support right here. What do I mean by a double top? Well, Tyler, we're just testing this level again. You go on YouTube, I guarantee you'll find 2,000 videos of people telling you, oh my God, double top sell, double top sell, double top sell. Oh my God, triple top sell. Everybody teaches the same thing, but what they fail to understand is how the banks trade, the big money players. If you Google what percent of Forex traders lose, right? And when I'm talking Forex, I even mean like just leverage or margin trading. If you look up what percent of people lose trading, it's about 90%. You can look it up on Google. It'll tell you about 90%. Why is that? Because the banks are playing against you. The 10% of people winning are the big money movers, the people who can manipulate the market. So we all see this, right? Boom. The bank sells so they can buy, right? We see this double top and everybody's like, oh my God, sell, sell, sell. Guess what? The bank what? Buys. Boom. Everybody's making money, making money, making money. Bank's like, you know what? Nah. Boom. Buys. Stops everybody out of their trade. And what do? They capture liquidity and they sell. Boom. Sell it. So now I'm using Ethereum as an example. Now it doesn't happen as much in crypto at the moment, but things we need to start looking for are things like this. And you can even see here on the weekly, we have another engulfing candle coming down, right? If it breaks below here, we engulf this whole thing. That's major downward momentum. So that's something to look for too. So even on like an hourly or 4-hour or daily, right? We want to see this candle push below right here, right below that 50% 618. So that way on a weekly level, right? On a weekly level, we can see that it engulfs. We have an engulfing candle. On a daily, it's not going to show that, right? You don't have that engulfing candle, but on a weekly, instead 7 days instead of 1 day, right? If it breaks below, we have that engulfing candle. We're going to see a lot of downward momentum, and that's where I think we could see a lot of these liquidations with Ethereum. And guys, I mean, this is one of those smart money plays, right? People are what buying, 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 buying. What does the bank do? They sell, right? They sell to stop everybody out of their buys, which I think it's going to come down here to stop these people out of these buys, 85 million, 81 million, 74 million, 70, right? They might not come down to 5 to 4, but these, look at, I mean, there's some of these that are at 1,000, right? That's 18 million, 17,860 Ethereum. That's going to get margin called at $1,000 price. Guys, you just seen this major candle down. Look, in one day, right? See, one day we seen, here's my measuring tool. One day, right? You've seen 10% movement down. Drop 10%. And on the day of the merge, right? Sorry, that's probably gross, but you can see that. So I personally think we're going to see lower prices and even lower than here, because I think I think we're going to see that smart money play, that bank move, the manipulation play from bigger people who actually want to get in on this, right? They're going to be selling, 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 because in order for someone to, especially guys, especially in the leverage market, even exchange trading, in order for someone to win, someone is losing. In order for someone to lose, someone is winning. If someone's buying, the other person's selling. So you got to keep that in mind, guys. There's a lot of people probably selling on this right now. I'm assuming, because there's a lot of different things that make me to believe that. But again, guys, I mean, the smart money play, the total market cap, just creating the stories within here, right? We have that normal 50% 618 retracement. We measured from this high to this bottom, right? Came up 50% 618. We're here. All we got to do is break below here to kind of see some more momentum down. And same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin and Ethereum are two of the largest. They take up, let's see, so the total market cap's at about 950 billion, right? And then it brings us down to about 370. So you can see its majority of the market cap is just Bitcoin and Ethereum, because this is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, and this is including. So you can see the total with all the altcoins and the total without the total with just the altcoins, and the total with Bitcoin and Ethereum and the altcoins. So it's nice to have those, because you can kind of create a narrative in the market. You can kind of see, guys, we came down to this level. Let me actually put up here too. So we came down to here to this level, measuring from this high to this bottom. We came back down, touched it again. So Bitcoin right now, we're kind of sitting on a weekly level, right? This is an old last level support from a weekly time frame. But if you look over here, we wick down, and we normally what happens, right? You break above a level and then you retest it. Tyler, what do you mean by that? I have no idea. Explain it to me, right? So what you normally see is something like this. So you broke through this level, right? Whatever level this is. I'm just going to put a line here because this is the level it broke. So it broke this level, right? We broke it in green. We came back up, we retested. That's where you'd like to enter, especially when you're leverage or margin trading. That's where you want to get your entries on those break and retests. You want to get the best entry possible, right? It's a game of probabilities. Trading is a probability setup. It's like baseball. In Major League Baseball, the batting average is 300, meaning out of a really good batting average is 300, meaning 3 out of 10 times they're getting on base, but also meaning 7 out of 10 times they're getting out. They're doing nothing. They're not winning. They're pretty much losing, right? 3 out of 10 times they win, 7 out of 10 times they lose. The same thing can happen when you leverage a margin trade, guys, but you have to use proper risk management. You have to have proper risk management. If I'm risking 100% here, I'm risking the whole bag. I mean, that's not going to be able to happen. If only risking 3% per trade, which is what I do, you're more than welcome to risk as much as you want, but I don't recommend it. I'm not a financial advisor, so do whatever you want. But I only risk 3% per trade. So if I entered off here, my stop loss. So if I have $1,000, I'm only willing to lose $30. So my stop loss can be like right up here, right? So if it goes the other way, I only lose $30. I can lose 30, 30, 30, 30, right? If I lose 7 trades, right, at 3%, that's 15% of my account. But I can make that back in literally 1 trade. So when you understand from that mindset, right, you can lose 7 out of those 10 trades. That's only 15% of your account. But that 1 trade, 3 trade, 2 trades, you could make that back. So you got to understand that too. So it's a game of probability. You want to have the best probability setups, right? It's all about finding those patterns and seeing what's happened. So normally what I wait for is that break in the retest, right? That's one of my confirmations in order to enter in, is that break in the retest. So you can see, guys, again, we have this last level of support. So we're measuring from this bottom to this high. And what normally happens is we retrace this 50% 618 zone, which we did, right? We went boom, boom. And guess what? Sold. We got a bunch of selling pressure. People sold. So guess what? Market moved down. And now we're back down to this buying pressure, right? Where all this buying pressure is sitting. So in order to go below here, we have to break below this buying pressure, which I don't think we're gonna go too far down. If we do, I mean, at the lowest possibility I think we're gonna go to is 11. I don't think that's gonna happen, because again, guys, we broke through this level right here, right? It was a ceiling here. We broke through the ceiling, but we never retested it until here. I think if anything, we're gonna wick down probably to maybe this level or even this level. I don't know that we're gonna come down here. If we do come down to these levels, it's not gonna be for long. You're gonna see something like boom, wick, gone. Boom, wick, gone. Boom, wick, gone. Right? You've seen it wick down to here to that 28, right? We were sitting at 31. It wicked down to about what? 20, yep, about 2K down below 30. Wick down, boom, in, right? Wick down, wick down, wick down. So I think the same thing is gonna happen again, guys. Wick down, it came down, hit this level. Guess what? Boom, open back up here. So if it does come down to those levels, it's not going to be there long. And even with the total market cap, you got to remember, and this is for all coins. When we're looking at the total market cap, you can kind of assume what we're looking for to happen with the total market cap is going to happen with majority of the coins. So if I think it's only going to come, if I think it's going to come down to the 78.6 level, right? Because of based off of my week long, my weekly fib, right? We have that 78.6, 88.6, all the buying pressure sitting here. So in order for us to break below here, we have to break through and get rid of all the buyers. So I think lowest level we're going to come when it comes to market cap terms is the 720 billion. And again, if we come down here, it's going to wick down and we're just going to touch it, and that's going to be it. That's my opinion. What's actually going to happen is we can only read and react. That's what I think is going to happen based off my technical analysis and everything else. But again, guys, I mean, something completely, we could take off from here and go up. Do I think that's going to happen? No. But we're only going to be able to see. So I appreciate you guys hopping on. Hopefully you got some value out of this. We had to cut the call short today because I actually have another call here in 35 seconds. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for hopping on. We'll see you next time. And if you want to see anything new, hop on the YouTube, put it in the comments, and we'll cover it here in a future video. So appreciate you guys, and see you later.